So I'm laying in my new bed that I finished putting together last night, getting a decent night's sleep for the first time in a long time. And I realized how much of a sticking point this was between me and my ex-wife. For approximately 10 years, the last couple of years that we lived in Connecticut, and all of the years that we lived in Maryland and here in Pennsylvania, I felt bad about myself for being myself as far as sleeping was concerned. She was so sensitive to noise. The slightest thing would wake her up that I was literally tiptoeing around the house, desperately trying to make sure that I wasn't disturbing her all the time. And it was an incredible source of tension. And despite the fact that we talked about it many times, I continually felt like it was my fault that I was who I was and that she couldn't sleep. It definitely led to the ending of my marriage. I will be the first to say that had we found a way to sleep together, I don't think our marriage would have ended. And I feel bad about that. And I feel like this is something that I am going to need to forgive myself for. Because although I believe Jennifer was way overly sensitive as far as noise was concerned, I also did not do a lot of things to make sure that we could sleep in the same bed. Instead, I chose to try and be as far away from her as I could so that she could get the rest she needed. And that was a mistake. It was a mistake to try and be away from my wife when I should have been finding ways to be closer. But tonight, finally getting a good night's rest in a decent bed for the first time in 3 years, I also wish that she could have met me halfway. That she could have found a way to make it work so that we could have made our marriage work. I have to love myself and love who I am. I sleep well. I do not sleep poorly. I merely sleep more loudly than she was willing to allow in her life. And that's so sad that something that seems as minor as that to me could lead to the destruction of a marriage and a family.